All right, well, we're now joined by Matt Kenseth, and here on our second day of testing. Matt, how's the car been out there here at Daytona?
So far, so good. Everything's been great. So our car's had a lot of speed. It drives really good. Pretty uneventful day and a half so far.
All right, we'll open up for questions. I'll start with Buddy there in the back. Yeah, right there. No, the orange. Okay, sorry.
Come on, keep your hand up.
That hurt more than you know.
All right, it's all right.
Hey, Matt, with the different looks of the cars now, do you eventually anticipate that one manufacturer will be griping about the other manufacturers and perceived advantages, even though the numbers are supposedly rather equal in the wind tunnel? Do you expect that to come back into play? We haven't seen that in a few years here, but do you anticipate that?
I don't know. I mean, NASCAR's been really good for the last, 7 or 8 years. It seems like about not buying into that too much and making a lot of changes. Where there was a time where everybody would complain when a manufacturer would win, they give you more kick out in the nose, or give you something like that. So I don't really anticipate that. I mean, somebody asked me yesterday about Brad saying anything, so I just have an advantage, which I have no idea how he would know that or think that this early, since nobody's raced one of these cars yet. But I don't really think so. I think they're matched pretty good. NASCAR keeps pretty close eye on everything, and the template tolerances and stuff are extremely close. So I think everybody's going to be as close as ever.
Alan?
Alan Cavan on NASCAR.com. You were one of the few cars to draft yesterday. Anything surprise you? Did you learn anything? Do you hope to learn something new this afternoon if you're drafting again?
Yeah, I mean, sometime before we leave tomorrow, hopefully we'll get a bigger pack out there. At least, it'd be nice to have at least 12 cars out there, so you can move around a little bit and get more side-by-side situations with cars all around you. So really, with 4 cars out there, it was really hard to learn a lot. So I don't think I really learned a whole bunch. It seemed a little different than what we had last year, but like I said, it was pretty small group. You gotta get a little bigger group out there.
David?
Yeah, David Newton, ESPN.com. I won't ask you about being a lateral move, by the way. Wanted to ask you about the state of the sport. Last night, the crowd seemed great. Just everybody's talking positive about the new car. Where do you see the state of the sport right now?
Man, you're asking the wrong guy that question. I don't know. I've had my plate pretty full this winter, getting ready for my adventure this season. So I don't know. I mean, I think the racing's been really good the last couple of years. Especially obviously 2 years ago with the point battle ended up being basically tied at the end of the year, and thought a lot of good things happened last year. I think this car looks really great. It seems to drive really good. We did that Charlotte test a few weeks ago, and here as well. So I think there's a lot of excitement with this new car. I think NASCAR really did a good job of involving the manufacturers and the teams and the fans as well, and taking input from everybody and really thinking it through and designing this car. And I think they did a great job of that.
Reed Smith with NASCAR Wire Service. How has the acclimation been with the new team and the new teammates, and have you discovered any significant differences between the way Roush operates and Gibbs operates?
Yeah, a lot of differences, but everything has been really great. I don't think it can be any better. I mean, obviously we haven't been to the racetrack and been racing yet, and the results pretty much tell the story. We're a few months away from really seeing results, but I've been extremely encouraged. I'm really optimistic about the season. Really like my group. Really like the way they do things over at JGR and the cars. And of course, Denny and Kyle are. There's not many people that win more races than them guys, so I'm excited to work with them guys, learn from them guys, and hopefully be able to contribute as well.
We'll go Lee, Mike, Claire, and then Bob.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. Have you learned anything about Denny and Kyle that perhaps you might not have known or suspected or whatever? Any goofy tendencies?
No, not really. I had Charlotte was a really good test. Denny was there, and Kyle wasn't at that test, so I got to work with Denny a little bit and drove his car and went back and forth and got to talk a lot and look a lot of data and do a lot of stuff. And I think we both, at least I learned a lot from that test. And Kyle's going to be the next Charlotte test. I'm looking forward to going there and running with him and talking to him, working with him about different things on the cars and changes and things like that. So Daytona, you can't really compare much. At Daytona, there's not really a lot to talk about as far as cars.
From a personality standpoint, I mean, Have you seen Kyle's Christmas video? I mean, is there anything else that you might have learned about those two?
No, I mean, we haven't been out on a date or anything yet, so really, with either one of them, so I haven't really learned anything on a personal level really about them. Just been working on, racing stuff. Probably can see the same stuff you guys see, but other than that, I haven't really learned anything on a personal level about them I didn't already know.
Mike?
MikeEmbrySpeed.com. You've had a few days with it now. What are your impressions of the dark side?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Working with Toyota versus working with Ford, any differences there?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna compare stuff. I'm looking 100% forward and not looking back. So it's not really fair to compare anything. But I will say both tests so far, my cars have been really fast. I really like how they drive. I really like how they react to change, and been pretty encouraged with how everything's been going so far.
Claire?
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Claire Belay. I would think that you and Jason Ratcliffe would be a really good combination, but what have you found with Jason in the short time you've had to work with him?
Just been getting to know Jason now. Lee, I have been on a couple dates with Jason, but we both brought our wives. So but I have been getting to know him a lot more, on a personal level, and just trying to get to know each other a little bit as, not just a driver crew chief relationship, but kind of build a relationship there so we know each other a little bit. So really enjoyed that. Again, we haven't raced together yet, but I've really enjoyed getting to know him this winter and spend some time at the shop and spend some time at the track at Charlotte and here as well.
Bob?
Bob Cocker, Sporting News. What has your relationship been like with the Roush guys this week? Have you gone and talked to them? It's obviously different not not running with them after being with them for so long.
We've been on the opposite side of the garage, so I haven't really ran into them guys this week too much. So just get the occasional wave when I drive by. But we've been on the total other side of the garage, and I haven't been over there yet this week. But my relationship with them guys are all good, except for Bill. But my relationship's been good with them guys. I don't see any reason why that would change.
Hey, Matt.
Any other questions for Matt?
We've been texting each other back
Stan,
and forth.
down here.
Stan Creekmore with RPM tonight. And Matt, this may be the wrong time to ask you the question after all. Since the move, what is the one thing you found at Gibbs Racing that you wished you would have also had when you were with Jack Roush?
I don't have any of that. Again, I'm looking forward, not backwards. I've been extremely blessed my whole career to have been in great situations, and I've never wished for anything or ever regretted any moves I've made or things I've done or haven't done as far as racing goes. So again, I'm just looking forward. Like I said, I'm really encouraged with everything I see. I'm really excited to get to the track and go race these guys and see how we stack up compared to everybody else.
Okay, thank you.
For Matt Godwin or for Greg? All right, after this, we'll let Matt go.
Godwin Company Journal. Matt, the last guy to win back-to-back 500s, Darwin Marlin, about 20 years ago. You feeling it?
Man, if I could predict that, I'd be making a bunch of money in Vegas, that's for sure. So these are always really unpredictable races. I remember you asking me the same question in 10 after we were fortunate enough to win in 09. So I don't know, we're gonna do everything we can, just like you do every year, to show up down here and try to win the race. So it's like I said, it's always unpredictable. It's the biggest race of the year. There's a lot of effort, that goes into these races, and certainly plate racing, like I said, is anything but predictable. So hopefully we'll have cars like that again. Like we did last year. Last year we had really fast cars, and Greg and I were able to team up at pretty much all 4 races and stay toward the front, for all of those races. So hopefully we'll have a car that runs like that again and can hang out up front somewhere and have a shot.
All right, thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it.
Did you ask me? You did ask me last time, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's what we ask next year.
I hope so. Thanks, guys.
Dang, he's not even talking to you,
Mr.
Greg.
Greg Booth.
Didn't even see.